Oh, hello.
Hello there.
It's Charming Disaster, and here we are in an undisclosed location
With a map.
on our tour route.
We're somewhere here.
Yes, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's say hello to all the people.
Yeah.
Look how many people are here with us. We have Jade and Julie and Red and Eden and Fred and David and Melissa and Tim and Peter and Camilla and Madeline. We just saw Madeline in the flesh. And Belladonna, we just saw Belladonna in the flesh.
Oh,
There's Matt and Sarah and Sierra. Hello, Sierra.
Hey, Sierra.
And Joshua and Laura and Carol. We just saw Carol in the flesh. And Rachel and who else? Oh, Catherine Bowen and Simon and Eve and Vesuvio. We just saw Vesuvio in the flesh as well. Oh, and Lisa. We just saw Lisa in the flesh. There's been a lot more
There's
flesh,
a lot of flesh
than
that we've
usual.
We've seen a lot of flesh
And that's
on this
been,
tour.
it's been pretty exciting. Oh, thank you. This is my new jacket. Often before a tour, there is a thing that I get very obsessed with that is not really mission critical. And this time it was turning this like cool but very dull tan jacket into this cool red jacket with feathers. So there was like dyeing and like stirring a vat of what looked like blood and like buying feathers from the birds and
you got me some replacement feathers too. I think this was mission critical.
yeah, well, it turns out it was mission critical,
Yeah.
but usually it's not mission critical when I get obsessed with something right
critical.
before the tour. Well, like for example, there's been like, oh, we got like a lot of zucchini from like the CSA, and I needed to like box grater the zucchini and put it in the freezer in like 1 cup quantities so that I could make like zucchini bread for like the rest of the year. Because if I waited till I got back, it would all rot. Not. I know it's not interesting, but it's true.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Talking about box grading zucchini.
That's what the people want to hear about. Their cooking shows are very popular.
Yeah. What are you box grading out there?
Yeah, tell us what your box grading.
What's your favorite grading
out there
experiences?
Oh, look, Diana's here on Twitch as well as Simon.
Oh,
yeah, if you're
right.
watching it on Twitch, don't be lonely. We can't do any of the fancy Twitch bread. I'm like reading the comments about zucchini bread.
Twitch bread. We don't do any of the
God,
Twitch
our
bread.
brains are melted. So welcome. If you're new, this is Charming Disasters Quarantine live stream. Woo! And this is a donation-based concert, by the way. You probably know this because if you're watching this, you've probably been with us for a while because we're seeing a lot of old friends here. But now, in case there's some new people lurking, what's a donation-based concert?
Yeah, what is a donation-based concert?
It means that this is, well, if you want to support what we're doing with a financial contribution, a little goes a long way to helping us do what we do, and here are a few convenient ways to do it. There's a PayPal, there's a Venmo, you can buy music or merch on Bandcamp, or you can join our Patreon. A lot of you are already in our Patreon, for which we thank you.
Yes.
With deep gratitude. And if you're not in a position to support financially, we're just glad you're here. This is our gift to you.
Excellent. And if you're new, if never seen the quarantine live stream before.
Quarantine live stream. The quarantine.
There we go. Yeah, it's a little sticky sometimes. Yeah, just shout out, do a little hi in the comments if you're new, just so all the nice folks here will welcome you to the fold. All right, what are we doing today? Where are we and who are we? Well, now we know who we are, but where?
Where are we? Well,
indeed.
We are somewhere on this side of the map. We're around.
Here.
Oh yeah, thank you. We are right around here. That is.
You want to see that close up?
Oh yeah, let's give them a close
Here,
up.
let's go to the zoom.
Yeah, go to the zoom.
Zoom in view.
So here we are. We are in the state of Wisconsin, and let's see. We are right around here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. That's right.
EC.
EC, as they call it here. Yesterday, which was Monday, we drove all the way from Pittsburgh to Madison, Wisconsin, which doesn't look like a very long distance on this map.
It's the Mercator projection, that's why.
Yeah, but it actually it takes 10 hours to go this distance at least. Oh, welcome Nancy,
Nancy,
here for the first time. So we washed up on the shores of our friend Mark Hayward's house. Mark is a juggler. The juggling community is really the unsung heroes of this tour, I have to say.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Brian Koenig, another juggler friend, housed us in Columbus. We've been going from juggler safe house to juggler safe house.
We've been tossed from juggler to juggler. Like,
yeah. Oh, look, Kim Fritz is in Columbus right now.
hey Kim.
Look at that. Kim
What are you
is in
doing?
Columbus on the way to Baltimore for a
cool.
fairy festival. Oh, you're like doing our tour route in reverse because we started in Baltimore. So yes, where have we been so far? Well,
Yes. So we started with a few days of recording in Tacoma Park, Maryland, and that was invigorating and grueling at the same time. That was really successful. Then we were in Baltimore at the Black Cherry Puppet Theater.
Yep, and you always know that your tour's off to a good start when you're like changing into your costume in the office of the puppet theater, and you're like, this is the life we have created. We're like in the puppet theater, like
Yes,
getting
knocking over
into it.
statues.
No, shh, it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's a very big statue.
And then we went to Morgantown, West Virginia, where we played at the Morgantown Art Party, which is this art space in a haunted former thrift shop, I should say. So it's a big space. There's lots of weird art everywhere.
And where did we stay that night?
At the haunted former thrift store. There's some sofas in the back, and we got to stay there. And we were told by the owner of the place that
Who was checking in on us on the security video that
there were some
globes of
glowing
light.
orbs hovering over us as we slept. So I don't know if that's why I had such weird dreams that night, but
my back felt much better in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the ghost was doing like Reiki on you.
They do that sometimes.
Yeah, it's all they can do.
It's all they can do.
Yeah. From there, we went to Columbus, where there is a very thriving scene of like horror-themed bands. So we performed on a bill with Emmy Lazarus and the recently deceased, who are awesome, and Doomsdale High, who was doing a solo set, who's also awesome.
So great.
The songs, Doomsdale High's songs included one about Mothman. There's a line like, I don't want a moth boy, I want a Mothman. Like, it's like so good.
So good.
We also, in Columbus, we visited Witch Lab, which was a place we were supposed to play last Halloween, but I got COVID, and so we had to cancel. But if you're in Columbus, there's a really cool
that is a great place.
supply.
More about that later.
Yeah. And then we went to Cleveland, where we performed at the Whiz Bang Circus Theater, and that was really great. If you're in Cleveland, you definitely should check out Whiz Bang. We had cocktails named after us at that place. They have a bar now. There was the Charming Disaster, there was the Hellbore,
the disembodied
and the disembodied head. Yeah.
They were all delicious.
And then our last stop on leg one was Pittsburgh, where we played Mr. Small's Funhouse. And we were introduced by the young man behind the bar. Somebody said, this is the original Mr. Small. And so I asked him, I was like, you're Mr. Small, like, what does that mean? Is it like a title, like, Mr. Small
he was perfectly
is dead,
normally sized.
long live Mr. Small, or like, sometimes is it a Ms. Small? Is it like the ferryman, where you have to trick the next person,
previous Mr. Small,
right? Like, you have to trick the next to be freed from the responsibility. Yeah.
Was it that? No.
It wasn't any of those.
What was it?
Well, so he said, when my dad and his friends had a band, like, they all had a nickname. My dad was Big Freaky because he had, like, big weird hair, and I was just a baby, and so they called me Mr. Small, and then they started this place, and so they named it after him. Yeah, so that was pretty cute, actually. In Pittsburgh, we played with some wonderful bands also. Hemlock for Socrates, who are this, like, goth duo.
Wait, a goth duo?
I know, but like a real goth duo. Like
Yeah,
they had
like
drum machine and it
electronic
was
sounds, and they were really cool.
yeah, they're really good. I really like their set.
Yeah, check them out.
Along with Fat Mandy, who is kind of a legend in the like circus jazz world of Pittsburgh and beyond, and we recommend checking out all of those folks' music. And then we drove, and now we're here.
Yeah, and we're still recovering from that drive, I think. Or I am still recovering. That's my excuse, at least.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Mr. Smalls, this is it's a known fact,
It's a known
apparently.
thing.
But, you know, we were new in town, so.
We didn't know.
So now we're in this Airbnb in
Eau Claire.
Where are we? Eau Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Peter wants to know, can we get a report? Oh, sorry. I will stop doing that, minion. Can we get a report about what pins you're wearing? Yeah, here, you want to, let's give them, you want to give
yeah.
a close-up of
Sure.
the pin? Just lean it.
This is from
Doomsdale High.
I was just going to say that. This is my pin
Sorry.
from
Mine is-
Doomsdale High.
mine is also from Doomsdale High.
Do you have any other pins on? No.
No, not on this, but yeah, it's the same one that Jeff has. It's
Yeah.
like a tombstone with a fist.
Yeah, we seem like we're
clutching
in some
flowers.
mortuary society or something like that. And it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, Doomsdale High.
Um,
Yeah, they had another song, Doomsdale High, that was like,
I want to be your
I
human
want, like be in my,
centipede.
yeah, like won't you be in my human centipede?
That's sweet.
It just like it kills me every time. Not literally, maybe literally. I don't know.
So as we travel from place to place, we meet people who have friends later along in our route, and sometimes they ask us to deliver things to them, and they meet us at the show later down the line, right?
Yeah. So far we have we've been couriering some interesting stuff. Ranging.
It's not smuggling.
It's not
if
like
we're
rum running.
couriering.
We're not like rum running, but we have been couriering some correspondence. We have couriered some mysterious objects, including a trophy, punk mail. Yes, that is what some people call it.
Yeah.
And so if you come to one of our upcoming shows and there's somebody down the line that you want to send something to, something small and preferably flat and not too
breakable.
fragile.
Yeah.
We will bring it to your.
Yeah, though they have to show up at their show.
Yeah, and we're not gonna like take
We're
it to
not
their
Federal
house.
Express or
Yeah,
anything.
they have
But-
to come to the show, and we'll give
Yeah,
it.
and if they don't show up, we keep it or read it or do something.
Oh, look who's here! It's Phil,
All right.
my husband. When you say Brooklyn is in the house, Phil, does that mean our house?
Your house
Like-
is all of Brooklyn
like-
is in your house.
Like our house? I'm not really sure what that means. Yeah, I wish I could invite one of my cats on the screen. That would be cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's sort of where we're at now, and now we're in this Airbnb. There's some good reading material. Like there's this book about life in Norway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You want to hear a little bit of something about life in Norway?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Here's there's stuff about like and also this is from like 1967. Okay, so here's a sample page. Okay, there's some like fishermen and stuff. Ooh, that's a picture of a whale, like a dead whale. Okay, it says Norway normally produces more whale oil than any other country in the world. Most of it is used for making. Any guesses? I'm gonna like leave this open for a second because I want people to guess what most of the whale oil is being used for because it's pretty disturbing.
Well, I'm just going to comment that Norway doesn't produce any whale oil at all. It's the whales that produce whale oil, and they're just out there producing whale oil wherever they are.
Yeah, Norway just like taking
They're
credit
just-
for the whales' oil.
They're not whales. They can't produce whale oil. That's
All
my
right,
thought.
well-
So any guesses?
Oh, everybody wants
Yeah.
it to be perfume, which would be nice.
Which is what they did. They did use whale oil for
Lamp
in
oil?
some places.
Okay, lamp oil is a good guess, Fred, but this book is from 1967, not 1867. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of electricity happening in Norway, which it also talks about elsewhere in this book. Cosmetics. Okay, no, these are all really good guesses, but I have some bad news for you. Most of it is used for making margarine. I just want everybody to sit with that for a second. That knowledge.
Yeah.
Margarine. Whale oil margarine.
It's like the cow of the sea.
Most of it is used for making margarine.
And a little bit left over for perfume.
Yeah. All right. Well.
And you can just put a little margarine.
Just a little margarine
Behind your ear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
All right, I'm gonna take this away from you.
Yeah, you should take it away. There's some other literature, but maybe we should.
Should we play a song for the good people?
Yeah, we should probably play a song for the good people,
Babe.
and then we'll give them a little more literature after that. If they're good.
I can't believe it's not blubber. That is what they call it. What did we think of that? That was so good.
Touch us in a thunderstorm. Wake up again with the sun in your face. Day after day it's the same. Pack up your bags like you did yesterday. Get to the next starting place. And get on the stage. Tell a new tale every night. Stand still, the sets and the scenery change. Are we just ghosts in the light of the ghost light? Why don't we take the wrong way home? No one's calling on the telephone. Dreaming the head of a lightning stone. Nothing gonna touch us in a thunderstorm. What do we need to keep us going on? Half a deck of cards and a suitcase drum. What do we do when we've lost our way? Trail lucky pennies gonna get us home safe. What do we need? What do we do? Why do we take the wrong way home? No one's calling on the telephone. Dreaming ahead at a lightning stone. Nothing gonna touch us in a thunderstorm. Travelers, we wander all over the world, tracing a shape we can't see. Home's not a place, it is only a word where we are trying to be. Day after day, it is never the same. Look at the clouds in the sky. Pack up your bags like you did yesterday. Wake with the sun in your eyes.
True story.
True story.
We've got some questions I think we ought to answer in the chat. Let's see. Do you have your lightning stone with you on this tour? We do not have our lightning stone with us on this tour, which means that we are especially at risk for lightning strikes while driving across the plains. I'm not sure why we didn't bring the lightning stone.
It should be in our
We
pack list.
probably ought. It's just not on our pack list, and so we didn't remember to bring the lightning stone.
We've driven through much lightning though,
It's
and
true.
rain.
It's true.
So far so good.
Yeah. Let's see. There's another question about whale blubber, I believe. We're not, I wouldn't say that we're like experts on whale blubber, but, oh yeah, here we go. Does blubber need refrigeration? What do you think?
No.
Okay. I mean, the whales aren't refrigerated, right?
Right?
So it's probably fine.
Probably fine.
Yeah.
High fat content.
yeah.
You don't have to
Yeah,
refrigerate it.
it's probably fine.
You shouldn't be eating blubber.
No, it's not good for you. It's a lot of saturated fats. And the whales need it.
The whales need it more than you do.
Yeah. Oh, look, Chris Gonzalez is here. I remember meeting you, Chris. We had a nice chat. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Be kind to the people who aren't regulars, who aren't
world.
yet regulars. Yes,
This is our world.
It's our world. Yes. So, question for all of you out there. Oh, thank you. We
See?
we
I
set
knew it.
ourselves up as the experts, but really it's you who are the experts. It doesn't need refrigeration, which is why it was so popular for lamps back in the day. I mean, the thing about whale oil is that it was the plastic of its day. I mean, it was used.
Right, and used
Whale
in
products
everything.
were used for everything. And if you read Moby Dick, there's like just a long list for like all the things, women's dresses and lamp oil and like all kinds of.
And to keep your
things
whale
and-
warm. Whales used it a lot.
Yes. Yeah, if you want more information on whales, read Moby Dick. It's where I get all my whale information,
true.
along with a little bit from the book about Norway, which who knew that there was so much more to know.
Yeah.
So, a question for all of you out there.
Hmm.
What are you drinking? Or, alternatively, eating?
Yes.
And what about us?
What are we
What
drinking?
are we drinking and or eating?
This is a favorite of whales. This is called liquid ice. It's warmed up ice.
Mm.
And it's delicious.
Is it?
Ellie doesn't like it. But I warmed it up special for you, up to
It's alright. It's fine.
room temperature.
Mm. I wish we had a capricious gin,
Capricious.
elderflower liqueur, dry
Mm.
vermouth, and pastry bitters. That sounds really good.
Oh, that sounds great.
Matt and Sarah always have the best cocktails.
It's true.
Club sandwich with limeade right out of the carton. Hendrick's gin and tonic. Peter Buffano. Honey, ginger, hibiscus tea.
Mm.
Oh, that sounds nice. Tamarind soda. Ooh, is it like a Jarritos tamarind? Those are really good. I like those.
Ooh. Minneapolis
Tap water. Yeah, we're Eau
This
Claire
is
tap water.
Eau Claire.
Fizzy lifting drink. All right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. You're fine. You're fine. You give the blubber a little sniff, and like if it smells fine, then you're fine. Bushmills Irish whiskey. Oh, I see. Camilla is drinking the Hendrick's gin. All right. Well,
Bob's.
so we don't have any exciting beverages, but we do have an exciting edible treat.
Do we?
Yes. Gift.
Oh, this one.
This was a birthday gift to me from Carol and Eric Olson in Cleveland. Chocolatine, and we thought we'd save them for now because they're really
Or is
pretty.
it chocolate time?
Chocolatine. All right, so we looked it up so you can all have some later if you want. The box is like magnetic. High tech.
Here.
All right. Okay, so there is a key saying which one is which, and then inside there are these
That's right, 2 of each. It's like sushi.
I know, they're so pretty. So, do you want to do this as like a psychic ability test?
Yes.
Okay.
These are your chocolates. This was your gift.
Yeah.
Though there's one of each.
There's one of each.
Two
Yeah,
of
there's
each.
2 of each.
That implies that I should have
Yeah,
one too.
I'll share with you.
But
okay.
We'll test your psychic abilities.
Okay. So the 3 that are in there appear to be the Pablo Pistachio, the Mocha Mucha, and the Malt Shop. So it seems like those would taste pretty different, but I'm gonna close my eyes.
All right, close your eyes.
Okay.
And I will hand this to you,
Okay.
and you will take a bite.
Okay. That's gotta be the Mocha Mucha.
That is correct. Mocha Mucha.
So good.
There you are. Do you want to try another
So
one?
nice.
Or we can do that later on in the program. Okay.
Later on in the program.
Right,
So
put this
nice.
aside. Mocha Mucha.
Really delicious.
Oh, I smell it
Thank
from
you.
here.
Thank you, Carol and Eric. It's so.
It smells like. It smells like good
It's
coffee.
mocha. All right. Well, now that I've got chocolate in my mouth,
You want to sing a song?
yeah, let's sing a song.
Excellent. Oops. That's all right. I start singing this one first, so you can digest.
Oh, Simon says Fruit Loops all taste the same.
It's not true. Though I did poorly at the psychic part of it. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Little black bird over my shoulder, voice like ice cold, cold running water.
Eyes made by black magic marker.
Little black bird, help me find my way.
For I fear this might be the end of my day. Clever red foxy running beside me, teeth like a trap, snap shut behind me. Flash your fun smile so wicked and wily. Clever red foxy, I'll stay well away, for I fear this might be the end of my day.
Little black bird, I'm so lost and hungry. Dogs closing in, they track me and hunt me.
Take to the sky, lead me to safe country.
Little black bird, won't you help me escape?
For I fear this might be the end of my day. See that black specter high over the trees, nasty hawk harrier harrying me. Try as I might, it gives me no peace. See that black specter wheel over this way. Oh, I fear this might be the end of my day. No matter how I try, despite my good intentions, my nature decides can't fight the animal. The wild inside. Clever red foxy, so far from your den. Are you as innocent as you pretend? My enemy's enemy might be my friend. Clever red foxy, protect me, I pray, for I fear this might be the end of my day.
Well, I once was a prince with castles and farmland. I loved me a lovely, a beauty and charm, and
The wife of a jealous, cruel sorcerer husband.
I once was a prince with most refined taste.
But I fear this might be the end of my days. Foxy, oh foxy, I'm not what I see. shadow now darkens the street.
Foxy, oh foxy, we're trapped by our ways.
And I fear this might be the end of my days. No matter how I try, despite my good intentions, my days to the sides can't fight the animal. The wild inside. Hunters are thundering from the king's castle, led by that dastardly cuckolded scoundrel. He won't stop till he takes my tail for a tassel. Hunters are thundering from the king's gate, and I fear this might be the end of my days. Pretty blackbird, how lovely your voice is. Mind is near, I hear hounds and horses. Fold up your wings, sing me one final chorus. Pretty blackbird, I beg you to stay, for I fear this might be the end of my day.
Darling red foxy, there's no future for us. I'm doomed in the sky as you are in the forest. I'll perch by your ear and sing our sad story. Darling red foxy, I won't fly away, for
I fear this might be the end of my days. I fear this might be the end of my days. I fear this might be the end of my days. I fear this might be the end of my days.
True story.
That was Little Black Bird off of Cautionary Tales, and it's nice to play that song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I like that one.
it's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, it is. It's sad.
Yeah,
That's why I like it.
it's a tragedy. So we don't have any. Oh, a question from Chris Gonzalez. Who has the better right hand technique? I mean, I feel like
Right hand technique
like on the
on
strumming.
the strumming. Oh,
Uh,
Ellie's got it.
no, I think you got it.
You want to have a right hand?
Yeah, like an arm. I mean,
Yeah, thumb
he
wrestle?
might be asking about arm wrestling. Okay. Oh, so we are. Is
I
it-
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Uh,
No, wait,
No,
that's
it's
not
not a
it.
thumb wrestle.
Uh,
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Do the faint. Oh, we need some kind of commentary.
All right, I
All right,
call
it's
a
a
draw.
draw.
It's a draw.
But that was a very good question.
Yeah.
Or a right hand technique like Eddie Van Halen, kind of, or that's
Like shredding.
like shredding.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. We'll keep on testing this. So we don't have any mail that we've received on this tour since we're traveling, but we have acquired some things. So in lieu of our usual
Mm-hmm.
mailbag time segment,
All that
yeah,
pizzazz.
we're instead gonna have a special tour show and tell edition
Oh yeah.
segment. So thought we'd share with you some of the things we have acquired along the way.
Or has been given
Or
to
have
us.
been given to us. All right.
Yes, you. Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do that first.
Okay, so Kat in Columbus gifted us a pair of matching black and red
Bracelets of power.
chainmail that Kat made.
Yeah.
And Kat had a bunch of other chainmail jewelry
Yeah.
of their own creation,
Yeah.
which
So
was
that was
very cool.
super cool.
What
What else?
What else? Oh,
Yes.
at the Morgantown art party, there were we were playing an art bazaar, so there were a lot of vendors with tables.
It was bizarre.
It was bizarre, and a lot of the things on the tables were kind of bizarre. Oh, you know what? All right, so wait, there's two things I got. I just forgot about the other thing. So I was gifted by Erica, who's one of the vendors at the next table, this
Yes.
lovely Bride of Frankenstein pendant,
And
which
guess what?
it glows and it glows.
This part glows.
That part glows
obviously.
under black light.
So cool.
Obviously. Okay, but there's also another
Yeah.
thing I acquired. Here, wait, you can
I'm
show
gonna,
them a page.
I'm gonna show 'em.
Okay.
Well, this is also from the art party. This other thing that you got.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll hold off on
Okay,
showing
so
mine.
the other thing I got from the art party was a couple of.
Oh yes. Of course.
All right, so
We
I'm
just
gonna hold
learned-
them up and you can guess.
Didn't we learn the name for this today?
No, they're not. That's not what it is. Okay.
Thank God.
Okay. Anybody? So, I'll give you a hint. They're vertebrae. But if anybody would like to guess what kind of vertebrae these are, they were $1 each, and I put them in the pocket of my dress, where I expect they will surprise me
Mm-hmm.
at some point.
Like caltrops.
Yeah. So you can put your guesses in the comments. All right. So what did you get?
Well, this is later on in our trip in Columbus when we were at Witch Lab. I got a pendulum because I have a pit, and I needed a pendulum to swing and hypnotize you all.
And it's a hollow pendulum, right? You can put something in it.
That's right. I can put all my little things in here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, so Misty Belcher, Misty guessed it, raccoon vertebrate. That is correct. Although
Not a hodag.
werewolf and hodag were very good guesses, as was lungfish. Thank you all for playing. What else did we
Here.
pick up along the way? Yeah, sure. So
This you got this.
yeah. Oh yeah. At the haunted thrift shop where we spent the night, there was
And live to tell the tale, perhaps.
perhaps
Is this living?
we got to rummage around and we got to like text with our host and be like, how much for this thing? How much for that thing? So
She's like, I can see you walking around.
under the floating orbs, yeah. So I got this cute little sewing kit tin. It says singer, like the sewing machine, but also
Like a vocalist?
because I'm a vocalist, and so I'm keeping some treasures inside it now. But there's no treasures in it now because I took everything out to show you all. Okay, so at Witch Lab they have
yeah.
some cool machines. They have like gumball machines that inside the not gumballs but like the plastic bubbles, and inside the bubbles, there was one machine that just had herbs, like various herbs, like you put in 50 cents and you get like, I didn't do that one, but there's one where you get a divination from the Veiled Oracle. And here's what I got. Be grateful for what you have, the Veiled Oracle, which is like a little bit of like suck it up.
Stop complaining.
Yeah, quit your bitchin'
Yeah,
is how
that's-
quit your bitchin'.
Yeah.
But I am grateful. I am grateful. Capsules, yes. There were no dog teeth in the capsules. Oh, but also, wait, where'd the cards go?
The cards?
The tarot cards.
Oh, here.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's another something we picked up in Morgantown.
It's the parking ticket. Wouldn't it be cool if your parking ticket was really 3 tarot cards?
Because there was another machine where for 50 cents you get one single tarot card. So I did a 3-card draw. Card number 1, the 3 of Cups.
Oops.
Card number 2, Judgment. And card number 3,
Hierophant.
the Hierophant. And so my read on that, because the current situation is the 3 of Cups, which is like celebration, party time, here we are on tour, abundance, dancing. Card number 2, the problem or the challenge, and that's Judgment, which I sort of read as like, other people's opinions or
opinions of other people.
Or opinions of other people, but the lady at Witch Lab said it also might refer to transformation, the kind of transformation of, resurrection.
Spirit.
And then the 3rd card, the Hierophant is like the high priest, and perhaps that means we're seeking some kind of guidance from some
systemized,
some person, some authority figure in of the spiritual realm. So if that's you, if you're a rabbi or some
teacher,
sort of priest person, and you're going to be on our tour route, like, advise us. We're open to it. Also, like, if you want to, we've already paid it, so it's fine.
But we got a nice envelope.
We did
for
get
free
for $10.
It's true.
It's a $10 envelope. I think it was worth it.
Definitely.
Okay, there are a couple other cool things at Witch Lab. I kind of went crazy on the machines at Witch Lab because they were so cool. They have this Artemat machine, which is like an old cigarette machine where you put in a $5 token and you get a thing out of it. And I got these wood-burned earrings, unseen. We don't know, but seemed like
something with wood.
Oh.
Ooh.
These are really cool. I'm gonna put them on.
Do it.
I love a mystery thing. So it's so mysterious I can't. Sealed hermetically. Oh, here we go. Oh, these are really neat. Witch Lab, Columbus.
Oh, really, really cool.
I should take.
Getting warmer.
Yeah, alright. Artemats. Madeline, are there Artemats in Pittsburgh? Oh, Danielle had one of your designs in an Artemat machine. Well, it was irresistible to put a token. I know they're so
pun.
They're
irresistible. I didn't say it. You did.
I'm like a savant. Was that all the things? I think that was all the things pretty much.
Yeah.
There might have been some other bits and bobs. So that's what we have acquired along the way. But our tour's only half done, so
More to
God
come.
only knows what is coming down the
stuff
pike.
we'll collect.
Yes. Oh, there's an Artemat machine at Art World in Northeast Minneapolis. All right. Well, we're going there tomorrow, so maybe there's another Artemat experience.
Maybe
in
I
our
can get
future.
some
You
earrings.
can get some earrings. All right. Well, should we play these people a nice?
Yeah, they've been so
another song.
good.
They've been so good.
quiet. Let's see. We have. Oh, good.
In 1891, a young Maria Sklodowska left her native Poland to study science in Paris, which she could not do in Poland, which was under Russian rule at the time, which prohibited women from pursuing higher education. She was not looking for love. She was not seeking romance. She was certainly not hunting for a husband. But then she met Pierre Curie,
Hi there.
a beautiful dreamer with beautiful eyes. He courted her with research papers, and ultimately they would share a laboratory and a life together. And when they got married, they took their honeymoon on bicycles in the south of France.
hypnotized by our dreams. We'd work side by side, we would have all we need.
Ride our bicycles down to the sea. Sun and the sand and the breeze. We could set out a blanket and read. Together consider the great mysteries. Let us explore the forces of nature, making a light in the dark. Stay with me for the rest of our days, dear. Nothing will tear us apart. Come with me across the way. Finally our very own space, where we'll while the hours away and walk home to eat at the end of the day.
Catch a brief glimpse of your face as you carefully measure and weigh your beauty as you concentrate. Reminds me that this is our natural state. Let us explore the forces of nature, making a light in the dark. Stay with me for the rest of our days, dear. Nothing will tear us apart. La, 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 Visit the lab in the night. You slip your hand into mine.
We're bathed in a fairy blue light. We've opened a door that no others could find.
The theory is just a design, a scribble of chalk in our minds. But now we have brought it to life, a shining bright future for all humankind.
Eat, drink,
Let's
sleep,
explore
be
forces of nature,
the sweetest
making a light in the dark.
but not succumb.
Stay with me
Sleep,
for rest of our days, dear.
the sweetest
Nothing will tear us apart.
life, but not succumb.
Let us explore the forces of nature, making a light in the dark. Stay with me for the rest of our days, dear. Nothing will tear us apart.
That was Forces of Nature from our Marie Curie inspired concept album, Our Lady of Radium. And that counter melody that happens toward the end where I'm singing.
Don't tell him. It's a secret.
It's not like a secret.
It's like
I already started telling him.
a Easter egg.
See, look, Misty's already saying it. So, the lyrics of the songs, one of the ways that we linked all of the songs together on the concept album was a little bit of each song shows up on some other song on the album. Everybody lends or borrows from another song. So that song, which is about new love and their kind of creative partnership, contains in it a little bit of the song that is about mourning the loss of Pierre after his death. The end is in the beginning, but the opposite is also true, because there's a little piece of Forces of Nature in Eat, Drink, Sleep, the other song as well. And so it kind of makes a kind of, I don't know, Ouroboros kind of thing. And yes, we did sneak a little Joy Division in there. We were just listening to it in the car earlier, so I had to.
Yeah, it didn't end well for any of the people involved.
Nothing really does, right?
What's the next song?
I do want to just take a moment and send some extra love to some folks out there who we know are having a hard time right now. Extra love to Carrie, Alexandria. Extra love to Diana. Mike Gawkin, I know that you're going through some health stuff. And my parents, Mom and Dad, if you're watching, I hope that you're feeling better. My folks have COVID, and I talked to them both earlier, and it sounded like you were doing all right, and I hope you're still... Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I don't know, something happened with the thing.
Well, hopefully everyone is doing all right. There are a lot of people struggling out there.
Yeah, and so here we are doing this thing.
The struggle together.
Yes. Yes. At least you're not alone.
That's right. You're not alone.
All right, and you know who else didn't want to be alone?
Who?
Dr. Frankenstein.
It's so true.
And also the Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. It's about togetherness. Be my bride of Frankenstein. Girl, I want to make you mine. I give you a shiny rock. Tap you with electric shock.
I gotta updo with a lightning bolt. Come a little closer for 1,000 volts. I'm gonna love you though you're not so smart. Say I do and I'll give you my monster heart.
Eagle and the doctor said, someday, son, you'll still be dead. Good woman is hard to find. Make me one to make her mine.
I gotta updo with a lightning bolt. Come a little closer for 1,000 volts. I'm gonna love you though you're not so smart. Say I do and I'll give you my monster heart. Fire bad, put away your pitchfork, baby, don't be mad. Fire bad, show me what you're doing in the doctor's lab.
so smart.
Say I do and I'll give you my monster heart. Say I do and I'll give you my monster heart. Say I do and I'll give you my monster heart. Say I do and I'll give you my monster.
That's another true story.
That was Bride of Frankenstein off of our album Spells and Rituals. We're going to be playing that song for a trapeze duo act on Friday night in
Yeah.
Madison, so we thought we ought to practice it. But if you're coming to the Madison show, just wait. There's a lot of exciting stuff in store. Oh, and Chris asked about another song a little bit ago.
Oh.
We saw in the comments go by. Chris wanted to know about our song Six Seeds,
Oh, yeah.
which we could also play.
Sure, totally.
So six,
We know that one.
Yeah, we basically know that one. So if you are not familiar with the story of Hades and Persephone from Greek mythology, Persephone was the daughter of the harvest goddess Demeter, and one day she's like hanging out in a field. She's outside doing her thing, and she meets this guy, this like
In a leather, feathery jacket.
this kind of badass, like motorcycle riding bad boy, and she goes home with him, and home turns out to be the underworld because he's Hades, Lord of the Dead. And while she's down there, he offers her a snack, and it's pomegranate, and she eats 6 seeds of the pomegranate, which means that from then on she has to spend 6 months out of the year down in hell with her boyfriend.
Is it hell? Is
I
it really
mean,
hell? It's the underworld.
It's the underworld. It's not hell. It's the underworld.
Yeah.
It's just like the land of the dead. And Demeter, her mother, is so upset by this that she causes winter to cover the land for the time that her daughter is down in Hades. But you know, I think it's a more ambiguous kind of story because I get the sense that Persephone kind of liked it down there sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, the song is called Six Seeds.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. The only trees that grow down here bear fruits like scarlet bombs. I hold one heavy in my hand. Will it blow me to kingdom come? Each segment like a precious gem. The jewels bright on my tongue. I taste the ruby soft as caviar, as sweet as summer sun. 6 seeds sing to me. 6 seeds send me underground. 6 seeds set me free. Show me what I never seen. Drink me down like grenadine.
My heart is in your hands. I
Sing
see
to me.
your fingers stained with red, just
Set
like
me
the
free.
summer sun. I'll help you to forget.
When I look in the mirror,
Sing to me,
divided into parts.
set me
Daylight
free.
warms my skin, the night wraps round my heart.
6 seeds sing to me. 6 seeds send me underground. 6 seeds set me free. Show me what I've never seen. Drink me down like grenadine. I've been waiting my Succeed, set me free. Show me what I've never seen. Drink me down like grenadine.
Your season comes around
Succeed,
again.
set me
The winter world above
Succeed,
as
set
I
me free.
descend into the dark, my friend, my enemy.
My love, my enemy. My love, my enemy. My love, my enemy. My love.
That was Succeeds off of Supernatural History. Oh yeah, the Widow Jane Mine show. That was a special show. We did all of our underworld themed songs in a mine.
Yeah, which is a whole set, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, and it's a former cement mine, and so there's like this. They used to pump all the water out of it. It was like limestone. So they would
Limestone
take
to
the
make the
limestone,
cement,
yeah. And when it stopped being a mine, it's more like a cave. It's kind of it's just below ground level. But they stopped pumping the water out when it stopped being a mine, and so there's this huge subterranean lake right behind where you play when you're playing there, and so everybody watching got to wonder if a huge tentacle was gonna like come out of the water and just engulf us.
You probably should have.
And yeah, probably.
But we're still here.
We're still here. So far, so good. Let's tell them about what's coming up. We told them where we've been.
Yeah, and where we headed.
And let's tell them where we're headed. Okay,
The near
so
future.
so this is like the hinge point of our Midwest tour. We are going to start leg 2 tomorrow, May 3rd, in Minneapolis, where we're playing an oddities and natural history shop called 12 Vultures, with Johnny Sincerely opening for us. So if you're in Minneapolis, come to 12 Vultures tomorrow and see some music among the taxidermy
Among the
and
oddities.
skulls and stuff. It's going to be really
It's
cool.
oddities among the oddities.
Natural history among the natural history.
Mm-hmm.
On Friday, we'll be in Madison, Wisconsin at the Madison Circus Space, where we are the featured musical guests of Mark Hayward's Disaster Hour, a variety show featuring circus artists performing to our music.
Mark Hayward right
That's
there.
Mark. Yeah, he is a famous. Yeah, what does it say on the card?
Speaker, yo-yoer, and cool guy.
It's all true. It's
all
all true.
those three things seem contradictory.
Yeah. Mark is emceeing the show and curated the performers, and we are playing live music for them as they do things like throw knives and juggle and do trapeze stuff. It's going to be exciting. And then on Saturday, on the 6th, we'll be in Chicago to play as the featured musical guest at Aloft Circus Arts for their Sanctuary Cabaret show, which will be similar. We will be playing some of our music, and we will be accompanying a couple of the performers live, and we'll be emceeing the show ourselves.
It's going to be fun.
So that's going to be really fun. We did that last fall, and it was really great. So we're excited to go back.
And then on May 7th in Detroit, we're playing the Ghostlight Bar, which is going to be, it's not circus, but it is ghosts. So
Yeah,
that's going to be fun.
and one of our opening acts is a sideshow artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
Mad Finn the Mad Hatter.
Oh,
yeah.
that's going to be super
Yeah,
fun.
so that's also going to be great. And then we're going home for a couple weeks, and then we go back out. And so our next tour dates, which we will be announcing all of very soon, starts May 23rd in Florence, Alabama, where we will play the Lava Room.
Yeah,
and then
it's in the Muscle Shoals
Muscle
area.
Shoals.
Which should be cool.
And then we are in Nashville, Tennessee
Woohoo!
for Charming Disaster Burlesque at the Electric Jane, a show produced by our very own Sierra, featuring burlesque artists performing to our live music, which is very distracting, but we will do our best to keep it together.
We put in some practice.
Yeah. On May 26th and 27th, we will be at Abs Fest, the Americana Burlesque and Sideshow Festival in Asheville, North Carolina, which is produced by our friend Madame Onsa, who is from Richmond, if you're from that area, who's a belly dancer, variety artist, all around showbiz professional, and we're very excited about that. We'll be doing another show there where burlesque artists are performing to our music live. We have a lot of those coming up. So Nashville and then Asheville, and then on May 28th in Carrboro, North Carolina, at the Dingo Dog Brewing Company with Curtis Eller. May 31st in Roanoke, Virginia, at Art Rat Studios. June 1st in Richmond at Reveille, and June 2nd in Washington, D.C. at Crazy Aunt Helen's with our friend C. Griffin.
Oh, yes.
And then we have a couple more dates planned in that tour on June 3rd and 4th. And June 3rd, I don't know if you saw, like right before we started this live stream, we posted to our socials asking for help filling the June 3rd date, which seems like it might actually work out after all in New York. There's been some miscommunication stuff going on, some like crossed wires, Mercury in retrograde kind of stuff, I suspect. Some kind of hex or curse. So we hope to announce very soon what's happening on June 3rd, but it's looking a little more optimistic than it was a couple days ago. And then June 4th hopefully will be in the Hudson Valley. So stay tuned for more about that, and when we get back home next week, we'll make sure all those get on the website.
Yeah, it's really coalescing around burlesque, sideshow, circus, oddities, you know, and other stuff, but that's what it seems to be.
Oh, wonderful. We have a Madison fan we're in Madison on Friday, and the tickets for that are, Minion, if you'd like to just throw that in the chat, it's tiny.cc/disaster hour to get tickets for the Madison show.
That's going to be so fun.
But you can find all the ticket links from the show's page on our website. I guess. Oh, and Minion, if you wouldn't mind reposting to the link with the HTTP, otherwise the YouTube people can't click on it. Ooh, a Marionette Theater. Ooh, that sounds awesome. We'd like to get back out to the West Coast later this year. We're trying to figure out what the timing would be like. We've got stuff happening already in the calendar that we're trying to work around, and we're spending some of our car trips talking about future plans. Should we play them another song?
They deserve it.
I think they deserve it.
They totally deserve it.
Minion is gonna a huge thanks to Minion for pulling all these levers behind the scenes. It's so hard to do a show and also do all the behind the scenes stuff. So Minion, we appreciate you.
And a big shout out
to Eden for doing a massive amount of social media work while we're traveling. So thank you, Eden, as well. And all of you for being here, and all the people we've seen so far at our live shows, and the people that we are hoping to see at the upcoming shows on this leg and the next. We're going to play you one more song while Minion, you can just, I think, drop all those follow links in the chat. If you're not already following us on all the things, you can find all those links coming up in a second in the chat on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and all the places. I'm gonna tune for this one.
I was gonna ask if
I know. I
tune.
saw your face, and it's like
No,
you should tune.
I need to tune.
Okay, everybody can tune.
Oh, that's probably good enough. What's this last song? Oh, yeah. I want to tune for this.
Yeah, it'll be better. It'll be better. Here.
It's worth it.
It's all gonna be worth it. Oh, and also a huge thank you to our Patreon patrons, who we mentioned earlier. Patreon is a way to support what we're doing in a kind of more sustained, ongoing way, and it helps us a lot. And as a sort of token of our appreciation, we post up to the Patreon that you don't get in other places, like early voice memo recordings and behind the scenes stuff, and
Top secret files.
Top secret files, crime scene evidence,
Yeah,
And
a
so-
sorted top secret thing.
Sorted.
Sorted.
Yeah.
I wish it was more sorted.
Yeah. So if you're interested in being part of the Patreon, you can.
Yeah, you can join for as little as $1 a month.
Or as much as
As
you want.
$1 billion.
Okay, here we go.
Have you seen it in the glen? Her cottage up on chicken legs.
Better
You hope that she ain't home. She'll suck the marrow from your bone. Sweet lady, she is not. Stick you in her stewing pot. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Oh. Wise old crone, wicked witch. Got a broom, a silver birch. She might give you what you need. I'ma need a poppy seed. Way I'll trickle back. I don't want her coming back. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Country girls were merchant sons. What's the reason you have come? By compulsion or free will, or brought here by my spinning wheel. Singing apples made of gold, as my sister she would know. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
I don't want to freak out the Airbnb people downstairs.
turn her comb into a forest when it's time for you to flee. Her kerchief to a river, her mirror to the sea. With her mortar and her pestle, she will follow close behind. You are spinning on her spindle, she'll unravel you in time. Live behind a fence of skulls, there's a room for just one more. Served by disembodied hands, mistress of the borderland. Bony leg and iron teeth, give her something good to eat. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
And there you have it.
I bet you thought the screen was frozen. We're so good at.
Psych out. Thank you all so much for tuning in and joining us on the road in the middle of our tour. It is so nice to see you all.
Yes.
And your little icons and your little names popping up.
You cute little
They're
icons.
adorable. Big shout out to the Society of the Mysterious Hand for doing whatever it is you're doing in the shadows. Keep up the good work. We love it. We'll see some of you tomorrow in Minneapolis, and some of you down the road, and some of you will just feel your disembodied presence in this,
Served by disembodied hands.
in the place where our hearts once
Used to
were.
be.
We will see you in the future. Thank you so much. We love you.
Love you.
Good night.